Good evening and welcome to the second installment of the Leadership Forum. We've got something special for you. We had a conversation with Mr. Tony Haygood, who is a candidate for the at-large seat in the city of Tuskegee. A man with a vision, a man with an aspiration for his community and for this county. Stay tuned. I think you're going to enjoy this. Good evening.
Good evening.
And welcome to the Leadership Forum. I wanted to have a discussion with you, in part because you have a history of being an activist in this community, Tuskegee, Alabama, Macon County, the state of Alabama, in fact. And you're currently a candidate for the at-large seat, and there's a runoff, which I find to be very interesting. I think that I really want to know about what your perceptions are in terms of where this community is. I mean, I have a sense that we are on the verge of a historical moment, and I want to understand how you feel about that, where we are as a community and the significance of this time period.
I think overall as a community we're in a position of great opportunity and potential growth. Growth in the sense of improving conditions here in Tuskegee and Macon County. Growth in the sense of joining in the other counties and the other parts of the region that are experiencing economic improvements and improvement in the quality of their life. We see that all around us with the automotive plants that have come in, the other jobs as a result of those automotive plants, spin-off jobs. Now you have Airbus coming into Mobile, ThyssenKrupp steel production coming into that area, which is impacting all the areas around us. I think Tuskegee, Macon County is sitting on the edge of an opportunity to really participate in that growth and development, to improve our quality of life here and see our community grow and develop as an improved community, particularly from an economic standpoint.
I guess a part of what I like to think of myself as a futurist. So, you know, I've read Toffler and I've read Naisbitt, so I tend to think of myself as a futurist. What do you see as the future of Tuskegee, Macon County, and some of these cities, the Black Belt cities along the 85 corridor, I guess is what we're talking about?
I really think that as a future, we'll see our community develop in such a way where the entities we have here, the organizations, the institutions, and the government will improve and have a better impact on what is going on here in terms of people's lives. I think the university will expand and improve its offerings and will grow to become an even stronger university in this area, in the nation, and throughout the world. I think our city and county will become stronger as we experience development in terms of economic and business development and take advantage of the tourism opportunities. I think we'll see people begin to look at Tuskegee and Macon County differently as a place to live and grow and develop. And I think that the key thing is as we grow and develop that we maintain the kind of community we want to have here. A smaller but developing community with fresh air, nice environment, place where people are friendly, comfortable, and want to live, and yet can make a living.
I also think about this issue in terms of the need for collaborations. I mean, as you know, I'm a development specialist, so I tend to look at it from an analytical perspective, from a metric perspective, and my understanding is that to facilitate development requires collaboration. Number one, are there any existing dynamic collaborations that have the potential to drive the process? And if not, do they need to be built?
Well, I think that's the key, the term that you use as collaboration. We have to have greater collaboration in order to realize the potential that we have here in Tuskegee and Macon County. There are perhaps some existing at this time, but I don't think there's strong collaborations, not to the extent that we need in order to grow this community. For instance, you have the university, which is a world-class institution here in Tuskegee County. You have the VA hospital, which at one time was the third largest VA in the United States. It had all kinds of professionals, experts, and other people on that staff who made a living and you know, had decent jobs, which contributed to this economy, this local economy. You have a city and a county that can contribute to that, as well as the Board of Education. So I think the key is going to be all the entities we have here working together, finding out ways that we can improve our conditions in our community. And it has to be in such a way that it doesn't take away from any one institution or entity or governmental structure, but we realize all the entities working together where we see improvement. And by doing that, each entity gets stronger. Each community gets stronger. Each family gets stronger. Everyone benefits here in this community. And that's the approach we have to take. It's going to take efforts of collaborating together, planning together, and seeing where the benefits will sort of spin off to everyone in the community. That's when we get people working together.
I think if you're going to mobilize that kind of talent, that kind of experience, those kind of resources, it really requires people to think outside of their box.
Okay.
I mean, you know, because to be honest with you, although you know, I am a futurist, I don't have these kind of, my views are not necessarily utopian.
Right.
I mean, I have a sense of that there's a need for individuals and organizations to reach beyond themselves. They got to see something bigger than themselves.
Right.
And I mean, you know, basically get over greed and selfishness.
Sure.
That seems to be a problem with development.
Well, I think the key thing there is that the governmental structures here and major entities and institutions have to set that direction. Once they set the direction that we really want to grow and develop and improve this community, then others will come into it and collaborate and join in a positive way, or else they'll sit on the side. It's just like a train going down the track. The major effort is to get the train moving in the right direction. Once you get the train going, there are others who never want to get on the train, who say they're not going to get on, it's not going anywhere. But eventually, as they see the train moving, they start to get on. Because as the train starts to pick up speed and really start to make progress, as we would see this community go, more would get on and they'll have to run to jump on because the train will be moving in a positive direction. And eventually there's some that never will get on, but the train will move down the track. We will start to see progress in this community. And more people will come together into that level of progress that benefits the community, not a few selfish individuals or organizations or protecting my turf as it is in some cases. That unfortunately has held us back far too long here in Macon County.
I think that's a challenge that's going to be difficult to overcome. I mean, obviously collaboration is a key component of any successful community development strategy we've seen all over the country. But the next part of that is a leadership question.
Sure.
And what I'm going to do is we're going to take a little pause here, and then let's come back and let's explore this leadership question and how important the leadership question is.
Okay.
Thank you.